Hello and welcome to the Life Endurance Podcast, where we study methods of unlocking your true potential and exploring the greatest endurance race we all partake in, life. In today's episode, I want to deep dive into a topic I mentioned during the Investing in Yourself episode, and is also a personal core value of mine. And the core value I'm talking about today is mimic success and learn from failure. So that's something that I have decided is a brief statement that I always need to remember that will help guide me towards my goals and keep me in line with my mission. So what does mimic success and learn from failure mean? In the Invest Yourself episode, I talked about how, yes, you have to put in the work, but there are shortcuts out there when it comes to reaching your goals and learning, and that's what this is all about. And it applies in two different ways. The first way is looking at outside sources of information. You have a goal, and likely somebody else has already achieved that goal. And that means there's already a proven path to success out there. Is it the best path? Maybe, maybe not. But regardless, you know it works. And if you're starting from square zero, then automatically that is better than where you're at. Having some sort of path forward and a process to follow. So the magic of today with the internet and all the information that's out there is once you have identified your mission, what your goal is, you can go out and see who's already done it. And with the giant that is the self-education industry, somebody out there has probably made a course, a book, something that you can consume that instantly gives you the information you need to know. Information that, yes, you could find on your own, through trial and error, after probably years of putting in effort, basically shooting in the dark. Now we have access to the answers now. And that's not to say that just having the answers is automatically going to make you a success. You still have to put in the work, but the work you put in has more of a guarantee of paying off because it has already proven to be information, a process that does get you to your goal. So that's the first way, is looking outward to an outside source, mimicking the success of others. And on the failure side, looking outside of yourself, you can also learn from others' failures. You can see a story on the news, an interview. People often talk about how they failed at first, and you can get ahead in a sense, whereas you might have had to spend years failing the same exact way. Now you can go take what that person learned and put out there and know right off the bat, I need to avoid this specific thing, and that is an improvement. You learn from somebody else's failure, so therefore you can avoid that yourself and not waste the time, energy, effort, money, all the above. So that's how this applies to an outside source of information. The other side is looking within. We take actions that they either work, they get us closer to our goal, or they do not, and they get us further away from our goal. And in this aspect, it should be a little bit simpler. You do something, if it works, keep doing it. Yes, you can maybe find ways to improve it, but if you know something works and it's getting you closer to your goal, no reason to not keep repeating that process. In business, a very big concept in Good to Great is called the hedgehog concept. Long story short, a hedgehog is really good at doing one thing that keeps predators away. So in a business sense, and even in a life sense, if you're good at something, or if something is working, double down on that, and that is a big key to success. So when looking internally, mimicking success applies to you as well. If you do something, it goes well, keep doing that thing. And just be aware of what is working for you. And then, on the other side, learn from failure. Be aware of what isn't working. Make sure you're not following into a pattern of acts that are repeated but always cause for failure. So this isn't anything too complicated, but again, it comes down to awareness. Just like a lot of things I'm going to bring up in this podcast, it comes down to being aware what leads you towards success and what leads you towards failure, both externally and internally. And the more aware you can be internally, the less mistakes you're going to make and the faster you can reach your goals. And then again, so this reminder to myself is to look out, keep learning, find the people that have succeeded where I want to be and mimic their success, and if they have lessons about failure, take that to heart as well, so I can save myself the heartache, the mental toll of failing and having to regroup myself. I can just know that doesn't work. I'm going to avoid it from the get-go. And that's all I have for today. Something short, but I think is very impactful, and again is why something that I try to remind myself every day is a core value of my life. And I hope it's something you take to heart and can find ways to implement into your thinking and helps you reach your goals. So with that, I'm going to sign off for today. If you want to learn more about me, you can look me up on Instagram and YouTube at Shady Engineering. Thank you for spending your time listening today, and I look forward to sharing the next episode.